Hello, I'm Prairie Sky and I'm from Winnipeg. Prairie Sky is this semi-polished, meaning semi-pretty lady who loves gowns but talks like a trucker. That's pretty much it. She's kind of gross. She's fun. You want to party with her. I view myself as being a fun queen, but I don't even think I'm the most fun queen in the city. I don't even think I'm the most entertaining. I don't put on the best performances. Probably not the best hostess. Just kind of a well-rounded gal with a foul mouth. Trashy. We are trashy. Let's be real, we are trashy. Most of the time we're drunk, and these microphones have tons of lipstick on them by the end of the night. Because as soon as something like this gets near my mouth, I'm like, yes, touch it. So I grew up mostly in southwestern Manitoba, so in rural towns. People from Brandon, Manitoba might get mad because I consider it rural. It's a small town, it's a small city, and I also spent some time in Oak Lake, Manitoba, and Griswold, Manitoba, and then I spent my summers back in the community that my father comes from, in Couchiching First Nation. I always had a really strong support network. I always had a lot of people who really made me feel welcome and feel like I belong somewhere. Once puberty started hitting, then I started getting bullied and I started getting called names that many of us get called, like fag or queer or pansy. I like that one. I wish people would call me pansy more. Life was interesting. It was always fun. I was kind of a bitch. I was always mean to my mom sometimes, but I always felt loved. My drag story is a little bit dumb, maybe pretty common, but I think I've been doing it seriously for about 4 or 5 years. But I always I started fucking around with gender and the way that I present myself about 8 years ago. One of the aspects of drag that always appealed to me was just being a rock star for even just 10 minutes. Being able to be that showgirl that you've always wanted to be. You know, when you're lip syncing to Madonna when you're 9 years old. I make a lot of my own costumes, so I don't have a lot of reveals, and my wigs aren't super great because I mostly do those things myself. But I love that aspect of drag, of being able to be creative and being able to try things that I would never have let myself do before I was a drag queen. Well, I feel that drag is any time that somebody puts on clothing and toys with ideas around masculinity and what it means to be feminine. There's just drag in everything. Anytime someone puts on a costume of any kind to make some sort of statement or something performative in that way, that's drag to me. I just have so much fun with it. When I'm in heels, I'm 7 feet tall. So I don't get to ever enter into a room or enter into a store and be not seen. I'm pretty visible, so I just like to have fun with it. Just be loud and just be obnoxious and kind of command a room in a way that I don't always command a room. Someone at a Prairie Sky performance could expect to get up and probably get another drink. Oh God, I need a drink. One of my favorite places to perform is, of course, the Drag Queen Bingo at the Goodwill Social Club, because that's my family space. That's the space where we kind of control the show. The folks there allow us just to walk in and just do whatever weird things we want to do, and then the community comes and they just get to sit there and play bingo and watch a lot of drag shows, and it's pretty low-key, but it's also really fun and it's super engaging, and we get to just do weird things. But we also get to be super supportive of each other and build bonds through that event.
Share my life, take me for what I am.
I really learned through sticking through drag, even when I wasn't getting gigs, or when my looks just weren't progressing in the way that I wanted them to. I learned to just keep at it and just stay focused and learn to ask for help when you need help and learn to accept my own flaws and see beauty in my flaws. But I had this dream one time of my funeral, and all of my like drag sisters in my drag community were all there, and they were all in drag, and I feel like that's just the way I'm gonna go. I feel like I'm gonna go in a dress in my bathtub someday. So.